A man, desperate for water, shoves a water hose directly into his mouth. When two police officers arrive and attempt to remove the hose, they discover the man may have inserted it all the way into his large intestine just to drink water. The officer ends up pulling a full 5-meter-long hose from his mouth. This man is actually an alien from a terrestrial planet on the edge of the galaxy. On their extremely water-scarce planet, they can only rely on artificial rain-making devices like this one. But when the device accidentally breaks down, the alien Jack has no choice but to travel across several light years to find Earth, finally landing in some corner of America. To quickly blend into human society and complete his mission, Jack dons new skin, disguising himself as a human. Water is a vital element for their survival, holding an irresistible attraction for them. Following this calling, Jack spots a running water pipe. He immediately grabs it and desperately replenishes his body's water supply. A man in the neighboring house witnesses this scene and calls the police. Two officers quickly arrive. When Jack turns around, they're shocked to find a water hose protruding from the man's mouth. One officer tries to remove the hose, but Jack, in his desperation for water, may have inserted it directly into his large intestine. The officer pulls out a full 5 meters of hose from his mouth. Afterward, they question Jack about the situation, but the alien, newly arrived on Earth, hasn't yet learned human language. He can only repeatedly echo the officer's questions, which angers them. They use a taser to knock him down and take him to the police station. When Jack awakens again, he's wearing clothes stripped from someone in the morgue. Observing his surroundings, Jack rapidly absorbs human knowledge. He quickly masters a foreign language. A finger snap brings him back to reality. The first thing Jack does upon regaining his senses is ask the female officer for water. After drinking an entire bottle in one gulp, he responds to the officer's questions by repeatedly stating only a set of coordinates. Considering how he was caught and his current nonsensical rambling, the female officer concludes he's just a madman. Without giving him trouble, she completes a simple registration and lets him go. As Jack leaves, he steals a phone. Based on information he searches on the device, he walks to a pawn shop entrance. Then he opens his mouth wide toward the sky and suddenly spits out a gold ring. He feels a violent wave of nausea, then proceeds to vomit out a pile of gold rings. He takes the rings into the pawn shop and exchanges them for a large sum of money. When he leaves, cash is overflowing from his pockets. Walking down the street, he uses a makeshift radio device to try receiving signals from his home planet. Just then, Jack, scattering money as he walks, attracts the attention of two people who knock him down and begin robbing him. A woman named Jackie happens to pass by and witnesses this scene. She immediately turns her car around, retrieves a weapon from her vehicle, and drives off the two thugs. Under Jack's powerful monetary persuasion, Jackie agrees to drive him to the coordinates he keeps repeating. When they arrive, Jack walks alone toward a desolate area. Dark clouds are gathering there, forming a massive tornado. Jack, as if guided by something, walks forward despite the impending storm. The powerful tornado seems to have no effect on him. Jack walks straight into the eye of the storm, then looks up as if seeing the direction of his home planet. He closes his eyes. All surrounding sounds disappear. When he opens his eyes again, Jack seems to have entered another world. A figure slowly approaches from the distance. This man, calling himself Matt, removes his hat and tells Jack he will transform him into a god that humanity cannot ignore.